Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. Welcome back to Call of Cthulhu, Song and Dance. Unfortunately, this radio announcer, A, has been very busy getting ready for a very special on-the-road radio show for next week, so has not had a proper chance to go through the recap, which I'm very sorry to say. But from what I have heard, it is getting very exciting, and we should see some nice sandy checks. Let us begin.
All right, thank you, Ford. So, welcome everybody to the next session of Call of Cthulhu, Song and Dance. Before we get started with the recap and the session itself, a quick reminder there of the content warnings. While we are trying to keep it in the PG-13 kind of area, there's going to be death, there's going to be body horror, there's going to be intense situations, there's going to be high emotion, and as is with the nature of role-playing games, we can't really tell one way or another what's going to cause a situation to occur. So, fair warning, we're going to try and keep it PG-13, but be warned, there are things that are going to happen that may be uncomfortable for viewing audiences and whatnot. So, yeah. When we last left off, Gabe, the group has made it to the Orpheum boxing ring to try and find Gabe. Tony got called out by Miss Y. We learned some nice little details regarding some tidbits to Runa's backstory. We got to have a nice, lovely moment with Gabe and Louise. We got to see dead siblings, the whole 9 yards. Where we are currently, Wolf has just found out that Lady Songbird is in the hospital due to an overdose, and Gabe has gone to the coach's office to see how he is doing. So, there we go. We're also trying this on Roll20, so
bear with us for any technical difficulties. We're doing our best.
Yes. So, yeah.
Okay.
So, Flower, Gabe goes to the coach's office. He's probably gonna do one polite knock, and then he's gonna open the door and kind of slowly let himself in. So please tell what is the wolf doing?
Okay, I have one quick question before I go into a potential spiel.
Yes.
Is he still on the phone?
He has probably just gotten off the phone.
Okay, cool. So what Gabe would see when he's coming into the office is Wolf has leaned back in this chair, his feet kind of like sprawled out in front of him, and then he's using the armrest to prop up his arm so that he can do that. When you hide your eyes with your hand and you're kind of like rubbing at your temples because you're exhausted and frustrated. It looks like he's taken about one, maybe 2 bites out of the beignets that Louise got for him, but he hasn't touched another bite, which is very strange for him because he does have a sweet tooth. And yeah, he just looks very frustrated and exhausted.
All right. Gabe's gonna kind of knock on like he's walked in, but he's gonna knock on the door as he's closing it. Wolf?
Oh, hey.
This is gonna be kind of stupid to ask, but you okay?
Oh, yeah, just called my sister to let her know the news and
News?
figure out the game plan.
Oh. Yeah.
I mean, you know, the kids are going to be. We don't know how to break the news to them. I mean, that's their auntie.
Yeah.
And was supposed to go with me to the dance contest later.
Yeah, that whole shindig.
Yep. So Josie chewed me out real good.
What for?
She says I shouldn't go. She says it's irresponsible to go promoting our match when our best friend's in the hospital, which I don't blame her.
Yeah, that's fair. But, you know, it's not going to look good on you if I'm there and you're not. Gotta laugh nervously.
He does find a chuckle at that because he's like, oh yeah, what would they say? Finally, I've kicked the bucket, had a heart attack. The old wolf has to be retired because he's gone lame completely. Did you sort whatever it was out with the mud bug?
Gabe kind of waves his hand. Yeah, more or less. I don't think she gets it, but she's also confused. She's mentioning stuff about dead siblings, and she thought a paramour was something else.
Dead siblings?
Yeah.
That's what's that all about?
Gabe kind of shrugs and waves his hand. She probably just a weird situation with those people with her. I have no idea.
Who are all of them?
Gabe kind of pauses for a second. Tony is with Runa.
Yeah, the singer lady who works in the market, right?
Yeah.
Louise hired her.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I think the woman with the glasses is a librarian. I mean, I vaguely recognize her, but kind of shrugs. Now the fella with the box of beignets.
Mm-hmm.
He's missing a few bricks.
As in he had them knocked out, or he's just not the brightest. You didn't knock them out of his head, did you, Gabe?
He holds up his hands and is like, I didn't do anything.
Wolf is going to give him the look of like, are you shitting me or are you telling the truth?
Do you want to roll an intimidate? Or that's not an intimidate.
Like a psychology?
Yeah, roll psychology.
Is that the right one?
Yeah, let's do that.
Hold on, I gotta pull the sheet. I rolled a 32.
You know he's lying.
What did he do?
Stuck his foot.
He is gonna get up.
He kind of shrugs. Stuck his foot in his mouth, and I might have not been in a good mood earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Lou likes him.
That hothead? No shitting.
Yep. She's been squeaking every time he comes near her. Kind of rolls his eyes like the types of people my cousin falls for.
What you calls it? Well, I was going to stay and train some more today, but being that the dance has been moved up and we have to both show up,
yeah,
I might as well drop by early and see if I can hound the wise for some questions, since there are Songbirds employers.
Gabe nods. He's like, yeah. We saw Miss Y earlier. We saw her earlier. She probably was investigating whatever the hell's going on. Or something.
Or something.
Hmm.
Well, why don't you introduce me to the rest of the ragtag group of hooligans who came in here getting dirt all over the gym.
Gabe kind of sighs, but he's like, fine. And he opens the door for the coach's office and lets you out.
Wolf is going to put the beignets and the half-strength coffee in the trash can.
Uh-huh.
He's not feeling it.
There we go. Okay, that's cool. You can flip the image upside down. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, if you click on the icon, it has the little blocks, and you can grab it and spin them around.
Cool.
Woo!
So you can show like what direction they're facing. It's very cool.
So guys, you will see Gabe and the wolf walking back up to the group. Is there anything in particular you guys would like to do?
Well, so the dance is at 1 and it's roughly 5 a.m. right now.
I'd say about 5:10, 5:15.
Okay.
Or
Honestly, Jack's probably pretty tired.
alright.
I think everybody's pretty tired at this stage.
Yeah.
Louise is probably leaning on the railing.
Don't fall over.
Oh no.
So would it be maybe a good idea for the group to do like I don't know about this, up to you, like maybe like a montage where everybody agrees to go their own separate ways and then meet back up like maybe at like noonish or something to plan?
I meant in more of the way of like, is anybody gonna speak up and be like, hey?
Hello.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, I didn't make that clear. My apologies.
No, that's my fault.
I mean, Louise is leaning on the banister, kind of tired.
All right.
Careful you don't fall over the edge, Mudbug. Don't need to break your neck.
Did Wolf introduce himself to everyone?
No, we're coming up and to do
I
that.
don't think so.
Yeah.
If not,
I
then
think pretty much
Jack's.
everyone knows who he is because we've
been
had discussions
mentioning him,
about
yeah.
him before, but we haven't actually
If
had
Wolf,
introductions happen.
if Wolf doesn't introduce himself, I think Jack is probably going to ask Louise about Wolf.
Okay, do you want to go first, or because I can go too? But...
I mean, are you going to introduce Wolf though to everyone?
Yeah, I can.
Like he's walking up, like.
Yeah, he's like going to be walking up with Gabe, and then kind of give a little wave to the group. Hold his hand out to Laura because she's closest, and be like, "Nice to meet you. I'm Wolfgang Barker."
Laura Barkley, nice to meet you.
Kind of looking over the rest of the group. Runa gives a little wave, just like, we've met before, Mr. Barker, at the LeBlanc Market. It's nice to meet you again, though. Thanks. Good to see you again, too. Have to get some more tobacco from you later. Oh, it would be a pleasure, dear.
Tony will nod in kind of a respect of like, yes, you are there. Not like in a rude way, but just kind of like she has lost most of her fucks are gone. She's just like, okay, Gabe is not running away. That's fine. I'm good.
Seeing that Tony hasn't introduced herself technically, Runa will kind of like give a little nudge with the elbow and be like, Mr. Barker, this is my good friend Antonia Vasili. Oh, Tony for short.
Hey.
Jack, introduce yourself.
Hello. I'm Jack Calloway. I'm very tired, my friend. I'm sorry. It's 5 a.m.
When Jack introduces himself, because like Gabe has said some shit, Wolf is going to give him the top to bottom and back up look to like assess him.
Are you checking me out?
He's got his arms across his chest, and then he looks at Gabe a minute, and then he looks back at Jack. He's like, "This is the one who got you mad? Really?"
He was just the straw that broke the camel's back. Mudbug's a bit of a snoop, and I wasn't in the mood for it. And he didn't help. And he's going to give you that deadpan look, Jack, of, I haven't forgotten.
Jack.
So be careful what you say.
Jack shrinks down a little bit and he's like, I'm sorry. I don't know what I did, but I'm sorry. I think he was drunk still. So I don't think he... Okay.
He was pretty drunk.
He was pretty drunk, yes, but...
Well, considering what everybody's got going on, is Lady Songbird all right, Wolf?
Well, I called the hospital and they don't have much news for me, so I'll have to swing by in a couple hours and pull my protege out of the waiting room.
Oh, damn. I'm sorry. I didn't know you didn't know.
Well, it's good that I found out sooner rather than later. Would have been mighty awkward to go to the contest tonight and her not show up.
Yeah. Well, here's to hoping she gets better.
She'll pull through. She's a tough cookie.
About as tough as you.
He laughs. You do get a good, like, hearty, but kind of sad laugh. And he's like, probably tougher than me.
Probably. Most women are.
She's gonna give you the
He's
look.
gonna...
She's gonna...
Yeah, Wolf is gonna quirk the eyebrow, but he'll just kind of smile and shake his head.
She's giving him a shit-eating grin. This is just her teasing him.
He just looks like a fucking tired dad that is sick of his, like, mouthy teenager shit.
Lovely.
Just like, what did I do to friggin' deserve this?
That one.
Alright. I need listen checks from everybody.
Listen?
Yes, listen checks, please.
Hold on, let me grab my dice.
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 I got a 19.
19?
I just threw them on there too.
That's a 20?
20? Alright.
That is a 67 out of 20.
Okay.
Jack isn't very good at listening to people.
Alright, so Runa and... Hold on. Let me just double check. Runa, just... Okay. So... Oh, there we go. Ooh, cool. The buttons, yay, they're working.
Apparently I have a dialogue box so I can flip between them and it changes in the chat, and that's cool. Sorry, I'm
Nice.
excited.
Okay. So,
Yeah, it's cool.
yeah. Okay.
You can also do role play things with it, like I think.
Okay, but let's go. Sorry, I'm just excited.
Okay. That's okay. Cool. So Runa, Jack, you guys don't hear anything, but Wolfgang, Laura, Louise, you all hear muffled sounds coming from downstairs before you start hearing people, 2 pairs of footsteps coming up the stairs. Oh, whoa, okay. God, I had that. I gotta toggle. Gotta love toggle. But you see coming up the stairs a man, a broad-shouldered man, very similar in appearance to Miss Y.
Ooh.
Come up the stairs, and next to him is a young woman, a woman probably maybe about a year or two younger than him. Red hair that's kind of tied back and kind of like a haphazard kind of, I'm just getting this out of my face.
Mm-hmm.
Kind
like
of
a ponytail.
Yeah, kind of. Very quick and easy, like, all right, I got it out of the way. And they're coming up the stairs. And got her toggle. They're coming up the stairs. And the man is gonna kind of look over the crowd, kind of see Gabe, and you kind of see like, oh, I see it, and he's like, well, certainly a party this morning. What's going on here?
Ooh. Well, oh wait, do I recognize him, right?
Yes.
Okay, I just
Louise
had to check.
And Runa, you two both recognize this as Mr. Y /
Okay.
Yvonne.
Okay. Why, good morning, Mr. Y. Been a while since I've seen you. Looks over at Gabe. What do we owe the pleasure?
Well, I was just delivering off a donation from my father to the owners of the building when I heard a commotion upstairs and figured we'd take a look. He kind of looks over at the woman next to him, and she's kind of looking everybody curiously, like she recognizes you, Runa, and when she's spanning the crowd, and then she looks over at you, Jack, and her eyes light up, and she's like, oh, Mousetrap, it's you! And she's going to hurry over, and she's going to kind of be like, oh, I can't believe it's you, Jack.
Jack is stunned. I think he's speechless. He doesn't know what to say.
She kind of, the beignet box is in the way, so she can't really like.
Oh yeah, the beignets! I forgot about those.
She's gonna kind of be like, okay, I can't. What in the world are you doing here in New Orleans? I figured you'd be staying up north. What in the world are you doing here?
Hi, Kat. How are you? Would you like a beignet?
Friend of yours?
I thought you never asked. And she just kind of takes it from, takes the beignet from your box, kind of ruffles your hair a little bit. And
I thought I would need a change of scenery, so I came down here.
Oh.
How are you?
She kind of shrugs. Doing well.
I don't remember from the description. Does it look like she's doing well?
Oh yeah, she's doing great.
Does she look like she's like? She looks like she's got like some like. She doesn't look like disheveled or anything, right?
No.
Okay.
So she kind of turns to Runa and she's like, "Oh, Runa, let me do some introductions. This is my baby brother Jack.
Just to clarify, Beth, this is Trisha?
This is Katie.
Katie, okay, sorry.
She's a little
Oh, Katie! I didn't expect to see you this early in the morning.
I know.
You know Jack.
Of course, he's my baby brother. Kind of pinches his cheek and just kind of that embarrassing sibling kind of, yeah.
Oh,
Relate.
Jack,
I don't think he likes that too much.
can I like look at Jack and see if like something's wrong or like off with like a psychology maybe?
Yeah, let's do psychology.
Oh,
Okay.
do I roll anything, or is this just?
This is just you're getting embarrassed by your older sister.
Well, I'm.
53. I do not.
Roll to be embarrassed by your
I
older
would think-
sister.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 53, so whatever it is, I didn't pass though. I probably just think you're totally fine.
Yeah. It's definitely Jack. Definitely see him.
It's definitely Jack.
He definitely seems embarrassed or something. Caitlin, so what are you doing out so early, girl? Aren't you supposed to be getting ready for that big dancing competition later tonight?
Oh, I only need like 5-10 minutes to get ready. She kind of giggles and laughs a little bit, and she gestures to Mr. Y, and she's like, Mr. Y just needed some company while he was doing deliveries for donations and stuff.
Looks at
Oh, ain't
Gabe.
that considerate?
What did you say, Louise?
Looks at Gabe, even though I don't see him on the map. Where is Gabe?
He's behind Runa,
Yeah,
right there.
he's probably
The yellow shirt.
Oh, okay.
No, that's Gaston.
No, the yellow
Gaston's
shirt
Oh, that's
is-
Gaston?
That's Gaston.
Yeah.
Gaston has been here the whole time?
Gaston is
He was here the whole time.
Being a good boy.
I'm so
Gaston's never been so
shocked.
quiet in his life.
Well, we'll get to that in a second. But we don't.
Alright.
I don't have an image for Gabe yet, so
Oh, I'm sorry. I just
it's
didn't know
okay.
where
He's
he was.
probably next to the wolf.
Okay. She keeps shooting glances at Gabe. She's not. She's subtle, but not super subtle. Just like you know when you have your friend and you know they have a crush on somebody and that somebody's in the room. It's like,
And they keep doing the glancing over thing.
yeah, like real subtle, just like checking on them, like mentally going, ooh.
Oh my god.
Worst thing ever.
So
Oh,
Yvonne's gonna kind of look over at you, Louise, and kind of raise an eyebrow, be like, "Is everything all right, Miss LeBlanc? You look a little distracted."
oh, it's been a long night, Mr. Y. To be quite honest, I was wondering, so excited for this dancing competition. Do you have anybody taking you to the dance?
I'm hosting it, Miss LeBlanc.
I know, but you gotta dance with someone, right?
He kind of shrugs, and there's a twinge of a smile, and he's like, "I've got somebody in mind." And,
Oh, I bet you
and
do.
Gabe is going to kind of give you a death glare, but then he's going to steal a glance over at Jack before looking at Mr. Wyatt, and is like, "Mr. Wyatt, have you heard the news about Louise? She's got herself a dancing partner too. She's actually going."
Did no such thing. No, everything's fine.
Yeah, can you believe it? We're finally getting her out of her
No,
behind that little bar. She's gonna dance. And it's not even gonna be with Bessie.
Why? That donation.
I want you to roll a fast talk out of fifth.
Huh? At a what?
On a
Out of
fifth.
So
I hate
15.
It's
oh my
super
God,
hard.
I don't have my character sheet up.
Ooh.
I did a 22. But I
Okay.
failed, but I'm still impressed at my number. Leave me alone.
Yvonne's gonna raise an eyebrow and be like, "What bet did you lose to go out dancing?"
Nothing. I lost a bet. And and something. Just Mr. Y. Just, I'm too tired for all this.
You're gonna kind of shrug and just be like, wow, that'll be interesting to know. He kind of looks over at Tony, kind of perks his eyebrow because Tony's leaning against the punching bag. And he's gonna be like, oh, all right. Tony, you all right? And Tony's just gonna be like, I'm managing, Yvonne. I'm managing.
Ooh, first name basis over there, Tony.
Tony's just gonna give you a complete deadpan look of Louise. Not today.
Beth,
Yes.
would you like Runa to roll anything based on stuff we had discussed before, or no?
How about
To see if like she recognizes Mr. Y.
Yeah, actually, roll knowledge for me.
Okay.
Can I check on Jack and see, like, can I see if he's all right?
Yeah, Louise roll psychology. Runa roll knowledge.
65.
65. Okay. You after a couple minutes of looking at him, you start to realize that you remember him very
From the
vaguely.
before times?
From the before times, and you remember.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay. She's really trying to remember. And when she places that it was from Chicago, she kind of looks at Tony like, what? Why do I remember? Like I know I remember him, but I don't remember. Why do I remember him?
So I'm just gonna look at you like, Kitten, you all right?
Have me and Mr. White met before?
She kind of hushes like, yes.
Like back in Chicago when I was still with brother?
Yes.
Ugh.
Yes.
Oh, joy. Great.
And you.
Was it that time that we got caught dancing?
Huh?
Was it that time we got caught dancing and you were in men's attire?
Yes.
She's like still whispering.
Yes. Tony's gonna nod, and Mr. White's gonna look over at you two and be like, what are you two gossiping about?
Oh, nothing.
And he's gonna
just
wait.
how's a handsome man like you still single? That's all. You are still single, aren't you, Mr. White?
The fucking ain't gonna do nothing.
Huh?
Give me a sec. The effect in the conversation isn't gonna do you much good, Miss Solberg. I know you two are talking about me, so go ahead and fess up.
What? No, I would never gossip about somebody right in front of their face. That would just be rude. Tony, help me. Kind of like kicks Tony's shoe with the heel. Just like, help me.
It's nothing, Yvonne. It's perfectly fine. We're just having a moment trying to put names to faces and all that. It's been a long night.
Yeah, you know, with all of the madnesses everybody's been having, the overdosing and the people jumping out of balconies and all of that nonsense.
He kind of studies the two of you for a minute before he's like, okay, fine. Alright. And I would like everybody to roll spot hidden for me real quick.
Ooh.
I hate these dice.
Alright, so Runa does not see
Nice.
it.
That's 21.
Alright. Okay. Jack doesn't see it. Laura sees it. Let me double check Wolfgang.
Spot hidden.
Yes, spot
He does
hidden.
not.
Rolled a
Oh, wait, hold on.
Yes, he sees. Okay, Wolfgang,
sorry.
Laura,
I didn't.
and Louise rolled a 21, and that.
Wait, what?
Or,
I rolled a 21
yeah.
for psychology. I rolled a 10
okay.
for spot hidden.
She was checking on Jack.
Okay.
Yeah, I was checking on Jack.
Okay.
I'll edit that. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. Okay, yeah, we gotta hop back to that. So, before we get to the spot hidden, Louise, Jack is looking very uncomfortable with Katie being in his face.
Jack is a combination of confused
Okay.
and embarrassed and a little tiny upset.
Okay.
Hey, Jack. Psst.
Yeah. Hi.
Just whispering. Do you sorry. Do you need a moment, Sha? You are looking so great. What's going on?
I'll be fine. It's just my sister coming up. I haven't seen her in years, and she's embarrassing me a little bit. And then you say you got dared to be my dance partner?
I'm sorry. I get real flustered sometimes talking to people I like and all that. Starts is about to start squeaking because she just said that out loud. Oh,
Beth,
Yes.
can Runa roll a listen to see if she hears it?
Yes, do that.
Yes!
Louise starts going red and she's just like, but
It was a 66. I don't think I did.
Nope, you didn't.
Damn it!
You didn't.
Oh,
Next time.
I didn't know what to say. I'm sorry. I don't mean to make you
So,
upset.
Katie's going to kind of look at you, Louise, and be like, Miss LeBlanc, how do you know my baby brother?
Weeks. Oh,
You knew my sister?
Huh?
You knew my sister?
Well, I mean,
she's been to Speakeasy a couple times. I don't know her personally, but I have seen her. I just met him last night, Miss Katie. He came into the Speakeasy and he's been to the market a couple times. I met him proper last night.
oh, that's wonderful. It's so good to see him getting out and about and actually talking to girls.
Hey,
Back home, he was quite a stick in the mud growing up. I'll have to tell you some of the stories next time I come round.
Oh,
Jack is going to die.
certainly, Miss Katie. I'm sure if Jack is all right with it, I'd love to hear more stories.
Katie kind of giggles and she's like, all right, sounds like a plan. And
Jack knows that he could say no, but Kate will still probably tell her anyway.
Well, the difference is Louise. If Jack says no, Louise will not listen. She'll walk away from the conversation out of respect for Jack. So that's why she said it. If Jack's okay with it, but she'll kind of be real sheepish and be like, "I'm sorry, Jack." She still wants that dance. She's a little sad.
All right.
Does she say that? Because Jack's, I think, now on the fence of whether or not he's going to dance with her.
Well, she said she just confessed she likes him.
She did.
Yes.
Well, if Chev didn't hear it, Jack didn't hear it. Moving on.
So we're
Yep.
gonna actually go back to the spot hidden thing. So spot hiddens, I'm just to double check. Runa failed. Wolf King passed.
Pass. Yes.
Jack failed. Laura passed. Louise, what was your spot hidden roll?
It was 10.
Okay. So, Jack, you're obviously distracted with Katie. Runa, you're kind of distracted with like processing that Mr. Y is Yvonne and that emotional drama. But
Yvonne from Chicago.
The Chicago drama.
Yeah.
But everyone else, you're going to notice that Gaston all of a sudden looks really pale. It looks like he's about ready to vomit. But it's very clear that he is trying to not show that he is not having a good time currently.
Gaston?
Hmm?
I'm sorry, Jack. One moment. Gaston. You alright? Just real low. Like, are you alright?
Lulu, I need a... Can you take me to the lockers real quick? I need to sit down.
Yeah, come on. Look, well, takes him over, and as they pass Jack, I may or may not need you. Come on. Oh, hold on.
Runa's gonna give a quizzical look and like step out of the way and be like, "What's going on?"
Jack, are you going in there, or are you just...
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because if she's
Sorry, I
thinking
didn't.
if he passes out, she can't carry him. Jack might be able to carry him.
Oh, that's a big maybe, but he'll follow you.
Between the two of us, that's...
Yeah, that's true. I mean, Jack probably might be able to, but I mean, me personally, I think I can't. I don't think he will. Because me personally, I cannot like roll below 70, so that's a problem.
We'll see what happens.
But yeah, Jack will follow.
Okay. So you guys get into the locker room, and we will jump back to the other group in a second. If that's cool with everybody.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool.
I'm like,
So,
Yep.
in the lockers, Gaston kind of flumps onto the bench and kind of holds his head in his hands and is kind of trying to not vomit everywhere.
Do you need anything?
I think maybe some soda water, something.
beignets.
I only have beignets.
And your coffee.
I don't think
Luis has the coffee.
You bought yourself a coffee, dear.
Yeah.
But does he want my gross coffee I've been drinking?
I don't think either of those will help.
Okay. Is there like a I don't know if, like a vending machine or something?
There's a water fountain around the corner.
Yeah, and there's the sink
in the bathroom. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? When a man is vomiting and desperate, like sink water is perfectly fine, y'all.
Yeah. He didn't vomit.
He's not vomiting.
Not yet.
If he's feeling like
Jack's gonna go to the bathroom, dump out his coffee, and then fill it with water.
Right.
Okay.
And then come back and give it to him.
Okay.
Here you go.
Luis is gonna rub his back and kind of whisper and be like, "Cha, why are you green in the gills?"
It's still not. It's a long story, Runner. Yvonne. Well, I got a history with Yvonne, and I'm still not used to it.
Y'all got history since when?
Since you he kind of stops. He sighs, and then for a brief moment, he's able to lift his head up and kind of look between the two of you. Please don't be using this against me. And just kind of shrugs before he puts his head back in between his hands.
She just rubs his back and is gonna press for more.
Jack is waiting in anticipation.
Runner.
She gonna be like,
Oh, okay.
Shy, use what against you? What is going on?
Runner, I'm sure you remember when you got caught running. They took the liquor. That liquor was supposed to go to the Salvatore family. And, well, they didn't really... Huh?
She kind of stiffens, by the way. She kind of stiffens because she doesn't want Jack hearing this. But continue, sorry.
Okay. The Salvatore family, they didn't like that. They were out of money. And, well, I thought they were just gonna stiff me for it. They were gonna beat me senseless and leave me on the side of the road as a accident or something. But they found out about Gabe, and he kind of stops for a second. You know how Nana likes to try and extend laurel branches to Peter, my dad, tries to make us stay with him for a while.
Yeah, we always tell her that's stupid.
It's really fucking stupid. But she sent Gabe to go visit him, and Gabe ran off. And he called me, asked me to pick him up at his usual spot. And I guess Salvatore men were at the bar that I was at. Because when I got to our pickup spot, they jumped me. And he's starting to, his voice is cracking, and it's clear this is not a good memory for him. And
Jack hugs him.
he's not even going to push you to the side, and he's just gonna...
Louise is crossing her arms, just staring at him now.
And Gaston, he's just like, they got Gabe, and they beat the shit out of me, and they were saying, they certainly were calling me anything nice. Kind of forces a laugh, is trying to wave, kind of like, ha ha ha, making light of his trauma. And
she looks more and more intense.
And he's just kind of like, and they kept beating me, and then they were gonna kill Gabe and make me watch, and then kill me. But I blacked out. The last thing I remember was a screams, and then the next, I was in Doc Tatter's hospital. Well, there's an excuse for a hospital bed, but I was there, and yeah. And he kind of just trails off.
And where was Gabe?
Gabe was he was okay. Kind of laughs weakly. He's like, from what he told me, he and Yvonne, like, I blacked out, and before the Salvatore man could place a hand on him, Fat Iggy found him and took care of him, and then got me, took him home, called Nana, and then, well, rest is history.
Ooh. You have to give me a second, Beth. I have to word this. Hold on. I have to decipher emotions. You threw a lot of shit at Louise. Give me 5 seconds. Louise keeps staring at him and is just kind of like, so I ain't the only one you failed, huh?
Jeez. Jesus.
Yeah. Can't
Well,
do
why
anything with that.
Why you acting like a fish out of water now? Because you owe me your life? Because you failed at taking care of your brother, taking care of your cousin? Oh shit. Oh shit.
This is scaring Jack a little bit.
Yeah, stop.
Or not.
Go ahead, Jack.
This is scaring him not a little bit, but kind of a lot. He's kind of like this. The Gaston just told him about how he got like beaten up and stuff and almost died, and Louise is like yelling at him now.
She's not yelling. She's like talking,
Stern.
like yeah, stern, like mild intensity. Like you can tell there's like a lot of beef there. Like he did something she felt was just as bad, was just as, was worse.
Yeah. Gaston just, he can't, he's quiet for a couple of moments, and he faintly, there's a faint sigh before he's like, every time I see him, yeah, I'm reminded of how much of a failure I am and how I probably should have been. I should have died that day. But kind of just shakes his head and rubs it. He's kind of like wiping his face.
You dying doesn't fix any of your sins. You living and trying to cope and fix them is what makes a fucking difference. Be fucking thankful that you made it out. Gabe needs you. All of us, unfortunately, need your lazy ass.
Gaston's not going to answer to that. He's just...
Jack's going to push the water onto him.
What the...
Not like spill it, but I mean like make him drink water.
Like put it in his hand.
Yeah.
Gaston's going to give you a weird look, Jack, but he's just going to shake his head and just drink it. Just get you out of his face.
Louise trying not to cry, I think, at this point. Because you know when you get really angry, like emotional angry, not like furious angry, and you can you're kind of teary-eyed?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That. And she starts rubbing his back again. But she kind of goes quiet. And she is quietly, and on top of all the info dump of information that she's still trying to process, she's quietly thinking Jack is not going to give her a dance now.
Oh.
Well, since he drank the water, Jack's going to get up, go refill the water, and then come back, and then rub Louise's back.
It's a rub and dry.
It's a rub circle. Yeah, rub chain.
Comfort circle, let's go.
Well, we can leave the comfort circle and jump over to Wolf real quick before we.
Yep.
Okay. So we're gonna.
Um.
I'm gonna grab a drink real fast for you.
Okay.
Go for it.
Well, the manager's not here, Mr. Y, so perhaps I can take that off your hands and you can give me some information about what happened to Lady Songbird. Excuse me for cutting straight to the chase, but it's kind of an emergency.
Fair enough, Barker. I'll tell you as much as I know.
What happened?
From what I've heard from my sister, she had a breakdown on stage. All of the band members just had a nervous breakdown. She went into the dressing room and locked the door. Thankfully, a couple of the fellas were able to snap themselves back together and broke down the door. Found one of the others' equipment.
Equipment?
Well, he kind of gestures to Laura and Runa and Tony and are like, we are in polite company after all. But yes, equipment, and managed to get her to the hospital, and that's about as much as I know. I know my sister and I will be hosting dance, so we will be there as probably as long as you are. So you can ask her there.
He's gonna step closer and like kind of lean down a little bit. I feel at this point that he doesn't. Usually, he's really conscious of like how his body is like in a situation and how he's presenting his like mass. But I think right now he's not really all there, so he hasn't really realized that he's kind of doing a threatening-ish lean over. Like
Okay.
he's not actually trying to intimidate Mr. Y, but because of his like mental state at the moment, he's kind of in that defensive mode. Excuse me if I'm really blunt, Mr. Y. But what kind of equipment?
Mr. White, he doesn't seem fazed at all by kind of the imposingness, and is just like, one of the bandmates, I believe, the trumpeter, either the trumpeter or the drummer, I haven't quite poked my nose into their business, is a functioning addict. He works, he does his job, does what he does. I don't care what he does with his paycheck, but it's pretty clear that he does drugs. And he happens to have a stash that's in the vanity in the dressing room.
So you're saying that Lady Songbird waltzed into that room, went into the vanity, and then overdosed herself on drugs?
I mean, that's probably what happened.
It's fucking bullshit. You would never.
Yvonne's kind of like, well, I don't know what to tell you, but he's gonna, there's pause, and he's like, from what I've heard and from what I've been hearing around, all singers, dancers, musicians, whatever, had a lapse in judgment. I guess the best way I can say it is some sort of depressive episode or something. And
Runa's getting closer to Tony, kind of hiding at all of that.
And Yvonne's just gonna be kind of like, that's from what I've heard. I'm sure it was probably that, or probably jumping her out of the window. But I am not entirely sure, Mr. Barker.
Well, we're both businessmen. And you expect me to still be at the dance competition, don't you?
Personally, I was mildly hoping we'd be able to prolong the dancing contest, given certain situations, but unfortunately, this is.
Am I expected to be there?
The expectation is that both you and Gabe are supposed to be there to promote the fight. Mr. Savoy's being rather particular, and you know how he is when there's not a chance for him to make some extra dough. And he kind of it's that customer service smile of like, oh, if it wasn't for the fact of his reputation, I'd be spilling all sorts of tea and calling him all sorts of names.
Ooh. Love
Sad.
that. I know that smile. I've done it multiple times in person. Wolfgang is going to kind of straighten back up, clear his throat. Well, then I will see you at the dance, Mr. Y, though I will be unfortunately partnerless.
I do understand. And I do extend my condolences for what happened to Miss Songbird.
Thank you. He will, if Miss, oh, wait, sorry. You had something for the manager. He's not in right now.
I know. There's kind of a bit of this smile on his face becomes less forced as he kind of smirks, and he's like, I know, but Katie's got herself quite a set of skills and was able to open the door with some persuasion, and I left it on his desk. And Katie's going to
Excuse me?
Katie's going to kind of beam and be like, yes. Before she struts over to Runa and Tony and be like, so, how do you two know Mr. Y? I mean, obviously you've seen him a couple of times, but you two were doing something like, you know him.
Does Tony look like she's gonna take the lead in this conversation, or are we just kind of both staring dumbfounded at each other, like trying to do the telepathic, like, how do we answer this? Is that what we're doing?
Tony's gonna kind of give you that panic look before she's kind of gonna put on the I'm working face, the customer service face. Not quite as murderous as Yvonne's, but kind of the
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah. Well, Yvonne and his family happen to be friends of mine. That's pretty much it. We've seen each other once or twice when we were younger, and
I believe we briefly met before.
Oh.
You know, Mr. and Mrs. Y do like to come down to the street and hop into the markets every once in a while. Right.
Katie, you'll nod and be like, "Oh yeah, that's true." Oh, Freddie hops down there too, right?
Oh yes, every once in a while. Sweet boy.
She kind of nudges you and she's like, I think he's kind of gotten the hots for you. But you didn't hear that from me.
Oh, is that so, Caitlin? Well, that would definitely explain that every time he comes into the store, he just has the sweetest tongue on him, doesn't he?
Yes.
But I'm afraid that my heart belongs to someone else, so you'll have to express my condolences.
Oh, okay. Hopefully he doesn't shoot the messenger. She kind of plays off the dramatic little sigh and stuff as Tony kind of
A
looks
sweetheart like you, that would be such a shame if he was to take that out on you. Especially because I thought he had the sweets for you, not for me.
Oh, please. Please, my heart belongs to somebody else.
Is that so?
Yes, Runa, I am going to need you to roll a spot hidden real quick.
Okay. I am also kind of
I'm
curious
back,
as
by
what
the
you were
way,
going to have
Beth.
Tony say. What?
No, I was just letting Beth know I'm back
Okay.
with my
cool.
drinking.
Which, what was the check, Beth?
Spot
hidden?
Yeah.
I rolled I am on Wolf's sheet. One moment. I rolled a 49 out of 25.
Okay, you don't see it.
Right.
Yeah, you don't see it. But you and Katie kind of do your quick little gossip sesh about who's dating who this month.
I mean, at this point, it's just Runa trying to get the trail off herself.
Yeah. And so it's Tony's going to cough and kind of be like, well, Caitlin, if that's all you're curious about, I hope that was helpful. And Caitlin's gonna kind of look over at Tony, kind of raised eyebrow, and kind of look back over at you, Runa, and kind of give you the look of like, is it Tony? Is it Tony? Is Tony the one?
Runa's giving her this like deadpan, like, are you serious look? Because she's really trying to play it off. Like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. To even consider that. No.
She's just gonna wink and be like, all right, I see how it is. And just kind of
Oh, you see how it is. Is that really so, Caitlin? Are you sure that you didn't have too much to drink last night?
Of course not, Runa. Well, she kind of pauses for a second. I mean, actually, I take that back. Patricia had the idea for another drinking contest.
That girl can drink.
She and Stuart almost beat her, though. I am very impressed. He almost beat her.
Wait, who almost beat her? Sorry,
Stuart.
I didn't hear it. Stuart. Okay. Oh, Stuart. Stuart was out drinking with y'all. Can you tell me more about that? Looks over at Laura.
Yep, Laura has started eavesdropping. Was kind of hovering and deliberately trying to not listen into any conversations before this, but she hears Stuart and just kind of.
Well, I mean, we didn't exactly go out. There was a weird funk going around. The entire band was. They were having a weird funk. So Patty thought, oh, let's have a drinking game, because between you and me, you know how she goes. If there's an excuse for it, let's drink.
If there's an excuse for a drink, it's time for a drink. Yeah.
Exactly. And so we figured, hell, why not? And we had our drinking contest, and you should have seen Freddie. It was funny. Dickie beat him. That's the fun part.
Okay, yeah, but I'm more curious than Stuart. But I need to get the dirt on him, okay? Like, Caitlin, I'm gonna tell you a little secret. Are you ready? But you gotta promise not to tell anybody.
Oh,
All
no.
right, twist my arm. All right, I won't tell.
Beth, do you want me to roll charm or fast talk? Because they're just gonna be lying.
Do charm.
Okay. Where is my stupid thing? 31. So
31,
yes, I passed it.
Okay.
31 out of 45. So she's leaning in, like they're sharing a dirty little secret. And she's like, well, don't tell anybody else. You did not hear this you are hearing it from me, but I think I might have the sweets for Stuart, but I'm really nervous because I don't know anything about him. I mean, we've hung we've been to dancing a couple times, but he'll never dance with me, and I really like the quiet, shy types. But do you know where he's from? Like a little more info on him. Please give me the dirt, girl.
Oh, and she kind of squeals, and she's like, oh, but she's like, well, you didn't hear this from me, but
Oh, naturally.
I mean, he's still warming up to the city, so obviously he's getting used to everything. But I believe New York. He's from New York. I think he's mentioned it.
Oh, he's also from a cold place.
Oh yes.
Why did he come? Do you know why he came to New Orleans?
She kind of shrugs. She's like, well, I mean, it's kind of his personal business. I can't really deep into that.
Oh.
And she kind of.
She's gonna kind of get even closer and give the puppy dog face and hold her hand. She's like, pretty please, Caitlin. I mean, you do owe me a favor from that last time I won the drinking contest, remember?
Oh, Laura and Runa, roll spot hiddens real quick.
Ooh.
Come on, dice.
Dice.
Okay. 44 out of 25.
Woo! 16.
16. Laura,
Nice.
you see Katie steal a glance over at Mr. Y, and you kind of see Mr. Y kind of do a blink and you miss it kind of nod before Katie goes, okay, well, he told me once that he got into a little bit of some trouble. And, well, you know how trouble happens. When big trouble happens, you have to skip town and all that. So he skipped town.
So a bad boy.
Oh, yes, so bad. But don't tell him about it. Don't say that. He loves to keep up the idea that he is a goody two-shoes.
Yeah, a good little boy. But no, he's a bad boy. No, tell me more.
Oh, I could.
I would have never pegged him for one of those types.
I know. But we're working our way into it. But when he gets into a mood, oh, the mischief he gets up to.
Shit, I'm trying to think of anything else. But you don't know, I mean, it was a big thing. He had to skip town. Has he ever mentioned, hinted at what it could be like?
No, he keeps that under lock and key.
Oh, I was hoping he would have told one of y'all. That's so disappointing.
I know.
How am I supposed to give my heart to a man if I don't know what secrets he's got hidden?
I know.
Disappointing.
It's such is the tragedy for us. She kind of sighs dramatically. But speaking of, who are you and Miss Barclay? Are you two heading to the dance?
Oh, I believe that is the case. Tony, is that right? Miss Nicole wanted us to come to the dance because she wanted to meet me, right?
Yeah, she, Colette and Nicole both wanted to meet you, Runa, and she kind of looks over at Gabe and she's like, and Nicole is requesting that you are her dancing partner for the dancing contest. And the color immediately drains from Gabe's face. She's joining the dancing contest?
Gabe, honey, you didn't know Miss Nicole's joining the contest?
No, she said no. You can kind of see that it's kind of like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Do you want Wolf to make a listen check, or do you want him to, or can he just hear it?
Oh, he can hear it. I mean, it's pretty clear that he's saying something with his.
Wolf will turn around then to address the Gabe situation, because this is basically his boy. And put a really big like hand on his shoulders, like, what is it? You getting cold feet? Do you not want to dance with her?
Gabe,
what's wrong?
Gabe's barely acknowledging you. He's kind of starting to sway, and he's just like, no, it's shit. And Mr. Y is gonna kind of be like, he's gonna lean close to you and be like, Mr. Barker, I think it would probably be a good idea if you could take Gabe away from prying ears. And
okay, so they went to the locker room. Gabe, you know what? I think I forgot my coffee and beignets in the office. Well, and I have some paperwork for your coach. Why don't you come with me real quick?
Gabe kind of half nods a little bit, like, okay, like he's shutting down, but he's not shut down enough that he can't.
Yeah, Wolf's gonna do the whole like hand on like his back shoulder to kind of like push him towards the direction of the office. Wolf is gonna give Yvonne a look though, like a inquisitive, like, what? What's going on?
Yvonne's just gonna be like, the look of like, this is a conversation that you two need to have in private. I'm gonna stay out here with the girls.
With the girls.
With the girls.
Gossiping queen.
With the girls.
Oh yeah. Okay, so Wolf is back in the office. Hell yeah.
And
I'm gonna assume Gabe's with him. So
yes, yeah, Gabe's with him.
Okay. We're getting so much drama.
It's gonna be fun.
Okay.
So
Wolf is gonna give him a minute or so to see if he comes out with it himself, or if he's got to push for it.
Gabe's just gonna kind of.
He's gonna lock the door too, just so no one can like enter like.
Yeah, I gotcha. And Gabe, Gabe's, Wolfgang's gonna have to press.
Okay, so he's just kind of standing there. What does Gabe look like? Is he just like looking at the floor? Is he like avoiding eye contact? Like,
he's avoiding eye contact.
How does he look?
It's not looking good, but Gabe is
like when a dog eats something that that they weren't supposed to, and so they're just like, I'm guilty, but I'm not gonna, but I totally didn't do it, like that kind of a look. Or
Gabe is avoiding looking up. He's looking at the floor, and he's breathing heavily. He's kind of his breathing's kind of starting to pick up a little bit, and it's kind of it's like he's focusing on the floor, because if he focuses on anything else, he's falling over or he's going to freak
out. Wolf is gonna help him, kind of push him towards the chair to sit down. Just be like, son, you look like you're about to keel over. Why don't you take a seat?
Others are not having a good time.
Huh?
These brothers are not having a good time.
They are not. Nope.
And once you make sure that Gabe is once he makes sure that Gabe is like in the chair and he's not gonna fall out of it, he's gonna kind of get to one knee before him so that like he can look up into Gabe's face since he won't look up. You know, like how when like kids injure their knees or whatever, and like a parent will get down to like make eye contact with them. He's kind of doing that sort of dynamic.
Yeah.
He's just Gabe. Gabe, what's going on?
She said she wouldn't do it. She said she wasn't going to do the dance. She I mean, she wasn't gonna. And
Gabe,
he's not.
why is it an issue if Miss Savoy goes to the dance? This seems like it's a little bit dramatic for courtship and dancing partners.
Can't. Daddy will get pissed. She can't do the contest. She wished
So
to.
her dad doesn't want her at the dancing contest.
Gabe kind of nods, but he's kind of swaying, but he's not. He kind of nods a little.
Okay. Gabe, why doesn't her dad want her at the dancing contest? And why does that impact you?
She can't go because you know how rich people be. Anything and anything is reason for a scandal. John's gonna kill me.
Who? What? Beth, can you repeat that so I can actually hear?
Sorry. Sorry. I was
Well,
getting
Beth.
character. Sorry.
No, it's very great. I'm kind of deaf. Sorry.
Yeah.
He said Jean Savoy will kill him.
Okay. John's gonna kill you for going to the dance with his daughter. You serious?
No, she's not supposed to get in trouble. She gets in trouble. She kind of trails off, and he's swaying. It's poor boy's not having a good time.
Wolf's just gonna give him a real firm, like holding on to his arm. Just like the presence of I am here. It's gonna be okay. Gabe, what have you gotten into? Why is Mr. Savoy putting all of this pressure on you for whatever drama he's got with his daughter?
Gabe's gonna be quiet for a couple of minutes before he kind of looks up at you, and he's like, "I'm sorry, John Savoy. He if I lose certain amount of fights, he gets more money. If gets more money for promoting it and making it all fancy or whatever. And given that Nicole likes me, he needs me to keep her out of trouble and to make the family look good. And when she doesn't make the family look good, John, Mr. Savoy says I gotta pay him. And I don't get paid that much anyways. So he kind of trails off. And he can't look at you.
Wolf is concerned, definitely. Like his big bushy brows are just like furrowed over his forehead as he is trying to piece together like all of this information that he's getting from Gabe, and like you can tell that on his face because he's got this really big concerned frown. Because okay, hold on. Gabe,
Yeah.
if you needed help with money, you could have asked. I would always help you. What have you been doing to get the money, Gabe?
Gabe kind of shakes his head. He's like, I can't do that to you, Wolf. He's kind of quiet, and I'm gonna need you to roll persuade.
Okay. Oh boy. Okay. 57. I
Oh
did not
no.
pass. Dang it.
Gabe's not gonna say anything. He's just gonna kind of keep quiet and kind of just trying to keep himself from having a panic attack.
Yeah. Wolf is gonna do the next best thing that he thinks will help. He's just gonna hug Gabe.
Oh. Gabe's gonna kind of stiff and kind of like, what the fuck? But he's not gonna push Wolf away or anything like that.
Wolf is kind of like, it's an awkwardest hug because he's like, this is not something they've ever done before, but he's just like, I don't really know what to do here. So it's just like a nice hug and like a little pat on his shoulder. And then, oh man, he's gonna let go of him, and then with both hands on Gabe's shoulders. Gabe, Bill might be my first official protege, but I've always looked after you. And if there's anything I can do to help you, I want to be there for you.
He kind of looks at you for a moment, and then he just looks away and he's like, there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do, Wolf.
Gabe, the problem can't be that big that you can't solve it with a little bit of help.
Roll another persuade.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on, dice. 54 again.
54.
These fucking dice, man.
Gabe's gonna shake his head and he's like, Wolf, I can't risk you getting hurt. I can't.
An old man like me, you think someone's gonna be able to hurt me? Come on, Gabe. Line and bug. Come on.
Gabe's gonna give you a look of like, I know some of the stories that Songbird has told about some of the shenanigans you have gotten up to, and I don't believe that for a second.
Just like, come on now, son. You got a big family, and I know they love you lots. You're real popular here at the gym. You're a good fighter. Whatever it is, I'm here for you, and I want to make sure that you're gonna be okay. So let me help.
And roll another persuade.
Oh, come on, dice, please.
Come on, dice.
He's crossed 21.
Yes!
Finally!
Momentary delay as we celebrate. Yes! Whew, okay.
Okay.
So,
Back in character.
whew. Gabe's going to take a second. He's going to take a deep breath. And then he kind of lets it out in a, well, I can't, there's no way out of it. And it's going to be in a very quiet voice, and he's going to be like, Wolf, Jean Savoy has me fixing fights so he can get more money when he's promoting me and stuff. And he has me keep an eye on his daughter so she doesn't get in the papers. And Mom Nicole's hard-headed and stuff, and she gets herself in the paper, gets herself into trouble. And when she does that, I have to pay, and well, there's no amount of money in the world for me to be able to pay it off. So I gotta do what he asks. And he's I know he hasn't actually said it, but I know he's gonna have me have an accident. Or, take a long walk off a short pier. Or something's gonna go happen to them, to family, and he kind of trails off and just kind of like, I'm sorry, Wolf.
Wolf is shaking with disappointment, with anger, and it takes him a little bit to process all of this information, because everything that he knew about Gabe has been kind of turned on its head, because like this is the kid that idolized him when he was 14, and he's been kind of helping, not as his coach, but like as a secondary like mentor throughout his career. And so it's a lot to take in that he's not the man that he thought he was. And he's going to stand up. He's going to look real hard at Gabe and see how much of this panicky, just sad and stressed out young man is before him. He's going to take a real deep breath. You gotta be kidding me, Gabe. You really, out of everybody in this gym, why didn't you tell me sooner? You know what? What's done is done. You fix the fights. I don't like it. I don't. But and he's having a real hard time with this because it's going against like his eternal like integrity is you don't fix fights. You always fight fair because it's insulting to your opponent not to. And like that's very core to his tenets of beliefs. And he's getting challenged really bad right now. Understand you had circumstances and I don't like it. I don't like this at all, Gabe. But I'd rather see you make it through this. So you can start fighting fair again. And he offers his hand.
Gabe is
To Gabe.
going to kind of look up at Wolf and kind of surprised, kind of like, oh, I actually expect to get like either berated or his ass kicked. But it's gonna take him a minute to kind of process. Oh, hey, okay, and he's still.
Oh, he still looks angry. He still looks real angry.
Oh yeah, and it's gonna take him a few moments to kind of like process that, you know, Wolf is mad, but Wolf is not taking it out on Gabe. Before he he kind of takes the glove and he pulls himself up.
Oh, he had taken those off, sorry. He's
Hand
barehanded.
Yeah.
Bare paw.
Yeah, that. Woo.
It's okay. As soon as Wolf has the hand, Gabe is getting another hug. This time, though, it is crushing. Like, enough to probably pop some vertebra in Gabe's back.
Constructive.
And Wolf is gonna hug him
We're not
real
gonna
tight.
Spring check on that because I don't want an accidentally kill him.
No, it's just like it's not meant to hurt him.
That's what I'm saying. We don't need a hundo here.
No.
So did you want me to roll something, Beth?
No.
I'm sorry. Okay. Okay, I didn't understand, so I wanted to clarify. So Wolf is giving him this very tight hug, and we're gonna get you out of this. I don't know how, but we're gonna do it. Because I can't let this happen to my son. And he lets him go, and he walks out of the office.
Oh. Gabe's gonna stay in the office for a little bit because he's a little dumbfounded.
Yep, that's fine. Wolf has to go change clothes, so he probably has to go to the locker room because he's got business to do today. Maybe a murder.
Man. Wolf, listen, tell Louise. She'll help.
Well, let's see what happens. You walk past Yvonne and the girls. Yvonne he's kind of observing, kind of to see, kind of figure out your reaction and stuff. But he's not
Wolf
gonna
looks
say...
angry. Wolf just there is no hiding it at this point, and like it is very much the epitome of like he's still just like really trying to hold it in, but he's like shaking. And normally this is about when he would be taking it out on the machines, but there's people in front of them and he's got business to do, so he don't get to do that.
Yeah.
So he's gonna go get his stuff from the locker rooms.
All right.
Does Mr. Y want to say anything as he's passing by?
No, Mr. Y's just gonna observe, not say anything, take a mental note, and see what's going on.
Mr. Y's here for the drama.
Yeah, probably. So Wolf does not know about Gabe and Yvonne.
Yes, he does not. Like, he knows that those two are friends.
Okay, cool.
But he don't know
Mr. Y. Mr. Y.
Yes, Mr. Barker.
You're good friends with Gabe.
Yes,
right?
Yes, I am.
I think Gabe could use some good friends right now. And he's gonna keep going. Excuse me, ladies. And he's gonna go into the locker room.
All right.
He's not even gonna address whatever else is going on. He's just going straight into his locker. He looks pissed.
Yes, so Yvonne's going to actually go ahead and make his way to the coach's office and there we go. Make his way to the offices, and Patricia is going to kind of move her position so that she's closer to Laura, so that she can get kind of
Patricia?
a look. She can get a
Caitlin, not
wow.
Patricia.
Okay, good.
One of the good time gals is going to move.
The one of them that's here. It doesn't matter which one it is.
Good time gal is going to reposition or walk, kind of meander herself in such a way so that she has a direct line of sight of the coach's office hallway.
Okay.
As
So she's kind of like right where I just moved Runa.
yes.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna move back now. Runa is very much just a. I hope Gabe's okay. He looked real mad. Oh dear. Should we go?
Tony's gonna kind of look at you and be like, "Was it something I said?
I don't think it was.
I mean,
Well, you got all weird after you said Nicole wanted him to dance. Does he really not like Nicole?
Tony kind of shrugs. He's like, I mean,
Is Nicole even supposed to go to the dance with her friend?
no, not really, but
Tony? What do you mean? No, not really.
the Savoys are really weird. Not as weird as the Lamars, but well, both of them are really weird. They just they don't particularly like their girls going out and doing things. You know how some people are. They like to keep people kind of like to keep girls on as
Are
like
they
a
just?
nice doll on a shelf kind of thing.
Oh, don't get me started on that.
Yeah, she kind of like.
So they're just worried about their girls going out and necking with somebody,
Something like
an
that.
illegitimate child or whatever.
Tony kind of shrugs. Yeah, I mean,
But what does Gabe have to do with that? Like, Nicole likes Gabe. I don't know if Gabe likes her. He doesn't seem to if he's getting all pale faced like that.
Tony kind of shrugs. Like, I mean, I'm not really 100% sure about Nicole. I mean, I usually, if I'm helping mischief, I'm not always helping with Nicole. Usually, it's just helping Colette go see her boyfriend. But
Tony, what have you been up to?
Hmm?
What have you been getting up to?
Tony kind of just like, I mean, off the record, well,
Off the record, you better whisper real low, because Caitlin over here got a real ear for gossip.
She kind of looks at Caitlin. Caitlin's attention is over on that hallway. She is.
Okay, so she's paying attention to the office, or?
Yeah, she's paying attention to the office. She's making sure nobody else goes into the office and whatnot.
Okay. Can I pull Tony over to this equipment?
Okay.
Without her noticing, so I guess would that be a sneak check? Or stealth?
No, I'll let you guys have it.
Okay. Okay, Tony, what is going on with you driving for the Lamars? I thought it was like a legit thing.
It is a legit thing. Look, Colette likes to go see that guy she likes, that medical student. And as far as I understand,
does he have a name? Is it important that he has a name?
She's kind of like, maybe.
Okay, fine. Just keep going. She got to see a medical student as her boyfriend.
His name's Leon Castillo. He, as I quote the patriarch and matriarch of the Lamars, he is far too below their status to be even spending time with Colette, but Colette likes him, like legit likes him, and well, you know how, well, when I first got hired on, I was just supposed to chauffeur her around and whatnot, because she still lived with her folks. And, well, she tried to sneak off with her boyfriend, and I caught her, and I ended up getting roped into.
So it became a hostage situation. You became her babysitter, huh?
More or less. I'm the chaperone and chauffeur.
Oh, honey. Honey.
She kind of shrugs, like, I mean, it's not like I could tell her no. I like having this job.
Well, maybe we can find you a different one where you don't have to deal with all of this nonsense. I mean, are you sure? I mean,
well, usually it isn't this bad. Usually it's just driving them around, drive the Mr. and Mrs. around, and then go out and go dancing with you. The past, I mean, she kind of sighs.
pink face.
She's like, the past couple weeks have just been, of course, tonight and stuff, it's just been. Ugh.
So, Colette can go to the dance. Like, does she have her folks' permission? Or are they both going rogue to the dance?
They're both going rogue to the dance. I mean, technically speaking, they are, as part of Wealthy People Fun, they are going to the event because it's a nice event. And
Yeah,
looking
networking and all that.
Yes. As for the dancing contest, they didn't particularly say she couldn't, and, a lack of a no means yes.
So, I'm just trying to figure out, Tony, if both these girls are not supposed to be going to the event, why didn't you just rat them out? After all, like, no offense to the girls, I pity their situation of not being able to do what they would like to do with their own lives. I really feel for that, but they're not the ones signing your checks.
Because they would have ratted me out.
That gets a look. Rat you out about what, Tony?
Tony kind of sighs, and she's like, technically speaking, Mr. Lamar and Mrs. Lamar know me by Tony Basil, and that my sister Antonia lives with me.
And that the sister Antonia does what?
Oh, lives with Tony. Lives with me. That's not what I said. Sorry.
Okay, Tony.
Okay.
Let me get this straight. You told your employers that you don't live with me, which is fine. That's okay.
That's not what I mean, kitten. That's not what I mean.
No. No, that, like I said, that part's fine. I understand the people you live with. It's not actually their business. But you told them they don't know you're Antonia.
Yes, they don't know I'm Antonia.
So the girls are threatening to reveal your gender.
She kind of nods. Like, yeah.
Tony. Gonna kind of hands on her face. Tony.
Yes, kitten.
I suppose you not going along with this then is would kind of mean you can't find another job in town, huh?
I mean, I'm sure I probably would be able to find something, but
I mean, he always did like fiddling around with cars, and maybe Louise's cousin Louie would have an extra job at the mechanic shop for you. I just
Tony chuckles. You know, even if he didn't have a job, he'd figure out some way so he'd be able to see you more often.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. Why would you bring that up, Tony? It's not a good time for that.
She kind of raises an eyebrow. It's like, you're the one who brought it up. Who brought up seeing Lewis.
I brought up you finding another job so that you don't have to get bossed around by two spoiled brats who are revealing your own personal business. I feel that is completely different. She is starting to get upset.
Kitten, I mean...
And you've been keeping all this stuff from me, Tony. You kept your family stuff from me. You didn't tell me you knew Mr. Y. And then just to see him here again.
I wasn't expecting him to be here either.
I didn't even know he was in New Orleans. You just never thought that you shouldn't tell me about your family friends and all of the stuff that happened, you know, when we were in Chicago.
I mean, with all due respect, I don't really like to think about Chicago.
I mean, I don't either, Tony, but we're supposed to be through this thick and thin. We both came here I came here to start over, and I don't know, didn't you? I know you came here because I'm always up in the clouds, as you always keep telling me, and I can't stand on my own 2 feet without you, but I just, Tony, I'll tell you everything. And I mean everything. So, this is hard for me. I trust you with my life, Tony. Just so strange.
I didn't want you to worry about it. Because, I mean...
Well, how am I not supposed to worry?
If you want...
I mean, what other trouble have you been getting into, Tony?
She kind of looks at you and she's just like, the urge to make a smart-ass comment is strong here, but I'm not going to do it because this is not the appropriate time. She's like, I mean, when... Angel, you have been the first person in my
Tony,
life.
I have names right now.
No, you're gonna listen to me for a second. And she's gonna lower her voice, and she's gonna kind of face you, and she's gonna go, and she's like, Angel face, you are the first person in a very, very long time who let me feel comfortable in being me. You know, you didn't judge me at all for wearing suits, fixing cars, and I mean, I'm sure he doesn't really. I mean, I'm sure he figures and stuff, but he's he's a real stick in the mud if I can be brutally honest. And but she kind of trails off and sighs, kind of trying to collect her thoughts.
Holds her hands.
Runa, I don't. You're the most important person in the world to me, Runa. And I don't want.
Yes.
You've already been hurt so much. I don't want to do more damage. And all that.
What is that? Tony, what does that mean? You don't want to hurt me anymore.
Runa, you. Runa, I'm gonna ask you a very silly sounding question at the moment. Do you love me?
Oh boy. Runa, red faced. The most red she's ever been in her life. She's squeezing Tony's hands super tight. She looks down at the floor and kind of nods. I mean, Susan, yes, Tony. I mean, I like you and Louie, both, and I did not think that this was how we were gonna have this conversation, to be honest. And,
I left out a weak job. I was like, yeah, I mean, you're right.
She's real fidgety. She's just like, Tony, if you don't like me like that, then I would rather you just let me down now, so I can pick up the pieces and move on, and close that chapter so we can be friends. Because at the end of the day, no matter what happens, I still want you in my life, and I don't want to put a wedge between us, because your friendship means more to me than anything else in the world.
Tony kind of nods for a second. She's like, Runa, I appreciate you being really honest with me. And I know, hell, after tonight, I probably deserve at least a smack for having lied to you, or admitting the truth, as you sometimes put it. But yeah, I can't love you like how I think you would like me to love you. And
Can I have the keys to the car, Tony?
She kind of nods and she places it in your hand. She's like, be careful, Runa.
She's kind of doing the like sniffling, rubbing at her face, 'cause she's trying not to cry. She's like, oh, it's okay. Big ol' hug.
Yeah.
After she takes the keys, real tight squeeze, she's like, okay, I'm We're gonna have a really good, healthy cry in the car.
All right.
I'll be down there, so let Louise know if she asks me where I went. And,
You will.
I'll be right back. And she's gonna take the keys and she gonna go.
Okay.
She gonna go. She gonna go. She gonna go.
Do-do-do.
My heart.
Um,
Stairs. And I just assume the car is down there. So.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
heart.
So,
Thank you for
Tony's
ripping it out.
gonna-
Keep her bath.
huh?
Thank you for ripping out my heart. Keep her bath.
You're welcome. So, Tony's gonna sit there and she's gonna kind of be in her own space for the time being, Laura. So you're left with Katie looking towards the coach's office and whatever's going on in the locker room. Unless we
Go,
want to
Laura, go.
into the locker room.
It is up to the locker room group and Laura.
All right. Where to
Laura,
next?
are you gonna? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna join us in the locker room, or are you gonna stay out there? Out of curiosity.
Do I have any logical reason to join you in the locker room?
Technically, no.
I do feel like Laura's just kind of standing here at the moment, and that's not ideal, but
I mean,
you could talk to
I don't know,
Caitlin
everyone's
about your
having-
brother. Breakdowns?
everyone's having private breakdowns.
that's true.
All right. Well, up to you.
Yeah. I mean, Laura does have the option to try and talk to Katie, or we could jump
Yeah.
over to the shenanigans in the locker room.
I think having a chat with Katie makes most sense.
Okie doke.
Mm-hmm.
So, Katie is standing by the second equipment thing here. Or this, yeah, the second one. And she has her line of sight at the coach's office, making sure no one goes in or out without her seeing.
Hey, Laura, maybe you should figure out a way to get in the office.
Mm-mm.
We all know what's going down there, but never mind.
A man having a breakdown because he disappointed his father figure? Yeah.
And also realizing, like, you know, he's put his father figure at risk and he's probably not going to make it to January 6th, you know.
Yeah, the usual.
But anyways, with Laura, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna kind of sidle over quietly and who's measuring things on the roll 20? What was that arrow? Sorry, yes, anyway.
Okay.
I'm gonna sidle over to Katie and have I even introduced myself to her? I think I haven't.
No.
No.
She hasn't. I mean, like, she
We
knows you're the
didn't.
librarian, but
We did not do a proper introductions round.
We're not very good at those, apparently.
So yeah, I'm gonna come over to her and say, hi, I'm Laura.
hello. Hi there, Laura. I'm Katie.
Nice to meet you.
Is this something you need?
I couldn't help but overhear you talking about the party boys and good time girls over there. I wasn't eavesdropping or anything, but You mentioned Stuart?
Oh, yes, he's one of the band members. And like, she's smiling and stuff, but her eyes are not leaving that hallway.
Yeah, that's not surprising. I've been trying to figure out if it's the same guy. I'm close with the sister of a guy named Stuart who used to live in New York.
Oh.
And the sorts of things that Runa have been saying about this guy seem awfully familiar, but I haven't met him yet, so I'm kind of, should I be rolling lying kind of things at this point?
Yeah, talk.
Not yet. I'll let you know.
All right. If I do, I will fail.
Well, I mean, there's plenty of fellas with the name Stuart, aren't there?
Oh, yeah, for sure. He just sounded awfully familiar.
Oh, I mean, what's the Stuart you know look like?
He's tall, he's got brown hair and eyes and...
Well, I'm glad he's got eyes. I mean, just kind of chuckling at that.
Brown eyes was what I was trying to say.
Oh,
but
okay.
He's... I think I'm going about this all the wrong way. What's the name? What's the surname of your Stuart?
Surname?
His family name. Last name.
Is that not a phrase that you guys use?
Only on like official documents, man.
Okay, that's interesting.
Katie's gonna kind of bounce slightly as she's kind of trying to like pull that memory up. I don't. Well, I think it started with the B, but Stuart is still warming up to New Orleans and everybody.
How long ago did he come here?
About 3, 4 years ago. I'm quite awful with dates and years, unfortunately. Time seems to fly by for me.
That's fair. Know the feeling, but that would track. It's an awful long time to still be warming up to people, though.
Hold out.
Everybody adjusts differently.
True.
She train of thought. Sorry. She kind of pauses for a moment, kind of steals a quick look at you, kind of looks you up and down, and then she kind of goes back to looking at the hallway, and she's like, when did you come to New Orleans?
Also about 4 years ago, funnily enough.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of quite a coincidence. That's why I was wondering.
She kind of chuckles a little bit, and she's like, and you can kind of see her kind of weighing options and thinking, and she's like, since, her gossip buddy isn't here anymore. She'll kind of lower.
Oh yeah, her gossip buddy fucking went out crying.
She'll kind of lower her voice, and she'll be like, "Well, I believe his last name is Barclay. I think that's what it is. I could be totally wrong, but he did mention having a little sister, offhandedly."
Yeah, that's him. Wow. Stuart Barclay, who'd have thought?
Katie kind of just shrugged.
Laura is trying to be very casual about this, and it's not quite working.
She kind of shrugs and is like, "Yeah, I guess so." So she's gonna kind of take a quick second and kind of look over at the locker room, kind of look at you, and then kind of look back in the hallway, be like, "I wonder what's taking everybody so long."
Seems everybody's having breakdowns this early morning.
Yeah, such a strange day.
It's been a long night, honestly. Some
Katie
weird stuff going on. Hey, are you? You guys are like singers? Dancers?
Well, me and the good time gals, we like to have fun, celebrate the night as it always is. The Party Boys are a band, yes.
Did you folks notice anything weird happen around midnight?
Oh, for sure, there was weird. The boys got into a weird funk. It was
Yeah.
It was weird.
Seems to have happened all over.
Oh boy. She kind of shakes her head and is like, I mean, I heard about Lady Songbird, but I mean, forgive me, the little bit of a buzz from the drinking contest.
Yeah, this. Thanks, Flower.
You're welcome. You have my blessing.
There's just been some strange stuff going on. I know Runa and the band at
the Chateau de Lis.
Thank you. I can remember how to pronounce words. Runa and the band at the Chateau de Lis had a weird little breakdown around midnight as well, and then a few hours later she got really hyped up.
Oh, that is weird. I mean, it takes a lot to make Runa break. I mean, there's kind of a vague gesture to like Tony behind the two of you, but Katie continues. She's just kind of like, yeah, wow, so weird. Hopefully everything will kind of settle down before the dancing contest. Ooh. And then she kind of looks at you.
I hope it does.
Huh?
I hope it does.
Yeah. And she kind of looks at you, Laura, and she's like, well, do you have a dancing partner? If you are going to the dancing contest, of course.
I was planning on tagging along, but I don't have anyone to dance with.
Her eyes kind of light up. She's like, oh, well, don't you worry about that. I'll get you somebody to dance with.
Oh, thank you.
Kind of chuckles and kind of giggles to herself. And she's like, oh. And
Oh, she's plotting.
she is plotting, plotting. And Yvonne and Gabe are going to come out of the coach's offices. Yeah, no. There we go. Move the two of them over there. Gabe looks tired. Yvonne looks a little bit tired. But hey, nobody's fallen over with mental breakdown.
Progress.
Yes. And Mr. Y is going to he's gonna look at you and he's like, Miss Barclay, where's everybody? Or where's Runa? And have they all come out of their locker room yet?
Runa's over there. The rest of them are all holed up in the locker room.
Laura turns around and Runa is not over there. It's just Tony.
Runa is not over there. Okay, I don't know where anyone is.
Tony's just gonna be like, Runa excused herself. She needs a few minutes by herself. That's all. Jovan's kind of gonna raise an eyebrow, but he's not gonna answer, and then he's just gonna be like, all right. So
Okay, for me,
huh?
how does Tony look when they're saying that? Because I just need that for me to really nail in this feeling.
She
Pretty please.
is tired. Or wait, hold on. You're referring to like Tony saying Runa needs.
Yeah, just Tony in general. How's Tony look? Pretty please.
Tony is emotionally tired. Like, I'm sure if
Okay.
there's like one more big bombshell, Tony's just gonna lose it. Lose it.
Have a meltdown.
Yes. The Not Today Satan it's starting to lose its
power.
She is exhausted and she's tired and it's very visible, which is why Yvonne is not making a crack about that.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, he's going to be like, so that's Miss Solberg. What about the party going on in the locker room? Have we figured out what's going on with that?
Some kind of family drama. I didn't want to pry.
It's, of course, family drama. What else is there to have?
Nothing, apparently. Tonight seems to have been a long series of family drama.
All right. Wonderful. And
do you want to go to the locker room?
Yeah,
Beth,
we're gonna go to the locker room.
Yes.
All right, we're all bursting in.
Fucking ready. So I suppose Beth, do you want us to do like when Wolf barges in, or
I think it'd be a good starting point when Wolf barges in.
Let's do the. Meanwhile, when Wolf barged in locker room, we have. Jack being very uncomfortable. We have Louise about ready to commit a murder, and we have Gaston wishing he was the victim of the murder.
Oh, good. Because he might be in the minute.
Oh no.
So Wolf barges into the locker room. He has no what is it? Hesitation to be loud at this point. Like if the door slams a little, the door slams a little. He is not expecting the party in the locker room. As he stomps over to his locker and then he looks over at them.
Louise.
Very much a Gaston. And Louise.
Hey.
And he's shaking Angie. very angry.
Well, I mean, Louise looks ready to kill someone. She's gonna look at him and be like, something bugging at you, Sean?
He's gonna point at Jack. You out.
No, he can stay if he wants to stay. Oh shit. Oh no.
It's about your cousin. So, depending on the information you want your little friend to hear, I would recommend he get out.
All right, Jack, we'll leave.
He's like, yep, I'm gone.
Sorry, Jack.
Boop. Actually, I think
I
don't know if he wants to be in this room. He might go into the bathroom or something. Well, there's no door there.
I mean, he could always just be like, I'm gonna go get fresh air. Oh no.
Yeah, I'm gonna
everybody.
leave. Goodbye. Woo.
You know, wherever he wants to go.
Is the car still there?
Yeah, Runa's in the car crying.
Okay, he'll go to the car.
Oh no.
Okay. Yeah, Tony might be just gotta see the look of, oh shit, something's gotta go down, and it's just like, head outside. Just go give. No, Tony's gonna be like, Jack, go give her a beignet. Go make sure Runa eats a beignet.
Shower her beignets.
Love that Jack's role has
Bit.
become to give people comforting beignets.
It's comfort food.
Who's comforting him though?
We'll
Nobody.
get to that. It will
It
be
doesn't
probably.
need comforting yet.
Louise.
So as soon as Jack is out of the locker room and the door is closed, he's like, so how long you know
Know what?
about Gabe's dirty little secret? His fixing fights.
Louise sighs very deeply, very tired, very, oh fuck.
Gaston's doing the, oh fuck. Look.
Did you know about his fixing his fights and that Jean Savoy has him running around like a fucking whipped dog?
So it's John Savoy that's got him fixing? Not that dumbass coach?
He didn't say anything about Jim.
Jim's fucking knows. Jim's the one who's been fixing. I didn't know it was behind Savoy until he talked to me earlier. Listen,
Louise, you need to go in the bathroom so I can change.
I don't give a shit. She doesn't.
Wolf is just gonna drop his fucking pants then and change in his normal clothes. He's like, all right, I tried to be a gentleman. Basically, like, I tried to be a gentleman, but you're a fucking uncouth harlot. Get it?
She turned around. She's not leaving the room.
Oh, that's fine. He's changing then. As long as she turned around.
Yeah, she turned around.
Yes, sounds
We're just gonna show Grant.
Like, he fixes his fights because he needs money. Not what?
Yeah, he's fixing fights because apparently Jean Savoy's got him running around like a whipped dog because of his daughter's dumbassness.
Because he's fucking gambling away his money and he keeps getting in debt and owing.
That don't have anything to do with it.
Oh my god, it does. Have you seen his gambling debt? Well,
I have seen his gambling debts, but I literally just had him basically crying in my arms in my damn office.
Well, what do you want to do? Because right now I'd like to shoot John.
You're not gonna get out of it. Believe me, I want to break his neck.
I mean, I'm your alibi, you're my alibi.
What? Gaston's kind of like it's piecing together like.
All I know is that if Nicole shows up at that dance, Gabe's gonna owe more money, and if Gabe owes more money, Savoys are gonna come for him.
And if
he shows up at my fight on January 6th, when I was supposed to have a good nice fight and retire, I'm gonna lose my boy. He's yanking on his shirt, yanking up his pants, tucking it in real mad like.
I mean, not if Gabe can't show up and not if Gabe can't fight.
What? Wait,
You
what?
think they won't just show up at his house? Really? Everybody knows where Gabe lives.
Oh my God, Wolf. If he showed up sick like a dog?
How do you
I don't think they care if he shows up at the fight or not.
I think it matters if he wins or if he loses. He's not going to throw it because of you. You and your damn morals. Because you want a nice fight. All right? If he throws it, fine.
You think I care about him fixing our last fight when he could possibly die?
Yeah,
you really
that's what he thinks.
Fucking damn it.
That's what he thinks. If he throws it, he's fine. If he doesn't, and he won't because it's you.
Did he say that to your face?
Oh my God, it's common sense. You're his dad, essentially. Better than Peter.
What?
Oh my God, Wolf. Yeah. Peter didn't raise that boy. Nana and you did.
Runa's right.
Who's right?
Who's right?
Runner is right. That's what Gaston said.
Runner, okay. Oh my God. Look, I'm only telling you because you're his brother. And I know you don't want to get him hurt. And I assume, Mudbug, you care about him immensely because you're here and you walked right into the men's locker room. No wonder you don't have a boyfriend.
I mean...
Oh, that actually hurts her feelings. Oh.
No wonder your Nana says shit. Anyway.
Yeah.
I'm gonna...
He's mad, okay? Like...
I know.
Gee.
I'm sorry.
Correct, but Gaston's not gonna correct. He's like, no, not right now.
Gabe says he's supposed to keep Nicole Savoy out of trouble. And whenever she gets into trouble, more money gets piled on his debt to the Savoys. And so he fixes fights. Not happy about it, but it is what it is. We're going to move past that for right now, or else I'm going to... Fine. So the Savoys got him under lock and key. So... as far as I see it right now, we both got to show up at the dance, and Nicole needs to not show up at the dance. How we're going to manage that, I don't know.
And don't we have Colette and Nicole's driver sitting in the other room?
Do we?
I mean, yeah, Tony...
This is news to me.
I mean, Tony drives them. We can easily get Tony driving them in circles.
I mean... that's putting Tony at risk for her job.
Oh my God. Job.
I mean, you saw what happened to that bearded homeless fucker.
Okay. And that's Sagano's. That's not Lamar's.
I mean, the blacklisting. Gaston kind of pauses for a second. He's trying to he's filing through like the dirt that he knows on people and stuff. What was that fucker's name again?
Who?
Some bald or some bearded fella. Broke in a couple of times, I think.
I don't know. I don't remember his name, but it don't matter. Listen. If Tony needs a job, they can go work with Louie. It doesn't... a job is a job. This is somebody's life. You really gonna sit here and argue about...
I'll pull connections if I have to get them a new job. But I don't want to lose my boy.
A job is a job.
Okay. I mean, I
If
understand
what
that.
we need to do...
I get that. I understand that part. I'm still trying to wrap my head around the fact that John Savoy can't even kill. What? as I understand it, he's a rich fuck who does the boxing promoting because he's a bored rich fuck.
And bored rich fucks have been known to shoot people. I would know, wouldn't I? Gaston. So you're gonna shut the fuck up and you're going to do whatever we need to get Gabe safe. And if that means I gotta give Gabe food poisoning for a month, I will.
Oh god, Nana will kill you.
Nana ain't gonna kill me because Nana ain't gonna find out. And if she does, I know who the fuck the snitch is. Because I know it's not gonna be Wolf.
Excuse
Yeah,
you.
so old Santa was like, hey, I ain't gonna snitch, but it's Nana.
Wolf might actually. Wolf respects Nana.
So
They go back.
So does Louise, but let's all be honest, Nana will only get mildly mad. Because
Maybe. Who knows?
You don't know that. You don't know that.
Look,
maybe.
we need to get Gabe. Let's go have a talk with this driver. And then we'll see if we can figure something out. I would like to say Wolfgang is now dressed and has his stuff in his duffel bag.
Alright. Gaston's like, alright. Still out there, I think.
Alright, and Louise stomps outside because she's done with everybody. Looks around, and the first automatic question: where's Runa? Where's Jack? Why is the party not together?
Runa's at the car. She's taking a moment to herself. I had told Jack to go feed her a beignet or something. He's got, what, entire box still?
What did you do?
I didn't. None of your fucking business, Louise. Personal matter.
Valid. Nothing here apparently is my business. Storms off over here. She's just very done with people. She's letting Wolf talk to Tony.
Huh. So, Tony, was it?
Yeah.
Wolfgang Barker? I'm sorry we have to meet like this. We already did introductions. Yeah, shit.
Yep.
It's been some time. Let's just, in the heat
Tony?
of the moment.
So, as far as I understand it, you're here to take Gabe to the dance.
That is what Nicole and Colette wish me to do. They want to see Runa and they want to see Gabe. The idea is that they're
And
going to be dancing.
if Gabe is busy and can't dance, can't you take them elsewhere? Like, there's a lot at stake right now.
I don't know if I'd be able to, Mr. Barker. Girls have been acting kind of goofy.
Oh yeah, because of your precious job, right?
No, because they're just being goofy, Louise.
Take them somewhere else. Why do they have to go to the dancing competition?
I don't know why they're being fixating on the fucking dancing contest. Like I've said, they're acting goofy.
Can I roll a fast talk? Wait, hold on. Let me say it and then you tell me what I roll, right?
Okay.
Well, I think if they want to go dancing, you offer up that there is a secret spot in town no one knows about. And you go ahead and you take them out there. Not to the dancing competition. You know, safer. Better for everybody.
Roll fast talk, but it's at half.
Okay.
Can Wolfgang do a psychology on Tony?
What is he gonna look for?
I mean, Tony's been snapping a little bit. I think he's gonna look to see, like, how much they can push.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh my god. 36.
15.
Okay. What was the thing, Louise?
36.
36. Wow, that was
Bam.
close.
Oh my god, that's painful.
It is painful. Okay. So start with Wolfgang. Wolfgang, you are noticing she's fucking tense. Like, if it was not for the fact that Louise is a little bit farther away and has the shotgun, there would be fists thrown. There would be fists thrown. She is it's been a long night. She likes this job. She is about ready to go fuck it. Louise, she kind of gives you a look and she's like, so a secret dancing spot that nobody's heard about. Well, I hope I hear about where the fuck I'm supposed to be going. And Yvonne is going to look at you, Louise, and be like, I'm rather curious to hear about this too, Miss LeBlanc.
An hour out of town. You take him out. There is about a spot in the woods covered in, usually used for bridal showers. Tends to be pretty, especially around the time the dance takes place. Take him out that way.
So,
You could also take them to one of the millions of speakeasies in this town. But the hour out of town would be much better.
Tony she opens her mouth, she closes her mouth, she opens her mouth, she closes her mouth. And Yvonne looks at you, Louise, and is like, and what is your plan in case, say, Nicole is getting frisky and is like, oh, I would love to go with Gabe in something, given the fact that you're already suggesting kidnapping.
Gabe's sick. Came down with something last night among all the chaos. I was there. I saw him get sick. He hit his head, fell on the floor. Not a
That
full
one
lot.
wouldn't work.
Hmm?
That one wouldn't work. We're both
know
expected
one.
to be there to do the promotion.
Mr.
And they'll all ask what happened.
The question is as if the girls ask. He's going to the dance. He just ain't going with the girls because the girls ain't going to be there. Tony will be driving them elsewhere. Get my drift, Wolf?
Miss LeBlanc. Mr. Y is going to look at you, Louise, and be like, let me reiterate. You wish to have Tony essentially kidnap the girls, take them out of town, two very wealthy, beautiful young ladies, to avoid the dancing contest that's happening at the event. And you are wanting to risk Gabriel's and Wolfgang's careers by having one or both of them not show up when Mr. Savoy has been very adamant about having this event. And
Wolf and Gabriel, she cuts him off. Wolf and Gabriel will be there. The only people not there will be the girls. Because the problem lies in the ladies being there. And it's not kidnapping.
Not even both of them. It's just Nicole.
Exactly. It's just one of them.
Have you even met Nicole or Colette?
It don't matter. Tony knows them. Tony can get them out of the way. And don't you think it's in your best interest for this to be happening too? Stares like she knows something. That might be problematic, but God knows.
Yvonne stares you down, and you can see that he's calculating. He's choosing which words he wants to use. And and he is like, Miss LeBlanc, I don't think you quite understand how complicated business relationships are. But you do raise a few points. However, perhaps we could go about this a different way.
What are you suggesting?
Wolf is quiet, but all ears.
I mean,
Laura's just witnessing all this, by the way.
yeah.
Huh?
Yep.
Oh, Laura, yeah.
Yeah.
Laura's not getting involved.
Poor Laura and Jack. Let's be real here.
All of this seems like a mistake, but I don't have any better ideas.
Well, you do have until 1 o'clock. If you can convince Nicole to change her mind and not go to the dancing contest, then we can move from there. Would save us the potential kidnapping charge after all.
I mean, that's a charge you can get removed rather easily, Mr. Wolf. And is it really kidnapping if they're convinced to go to this secret location?
I ain't
They were
worried
just
about them.
misled. And in the 2 hours it takes to get there
No,
and back.
no, he's got a point. If
It's
the
not
girls have been
that-
acting loco, their parents might just say you kidnapped them against their will and that they haven't been feeling well and they weren't in their right mind.
Mhm. And that would be
Perhaps we should be having such conversations in, like, I don't know, a closed office and not next to the overview of the first floor boxing ring where things echo because there's probably a vaulted ceiling.
There is a vaulted ceiling, actually.
Yeah, so guess what's echoing to everybody who might be on the first fucking floor.
so.
Because he yells and it echoes.
Mr. Y is going to be like, Mr. Barker is correct. Unfortunately, I need to make my exit because I have a plethora of things to do to make sure that the dance goes off without too much of a hitch. So, I will be excusing myself. And
Are you willing to go?
What?
I'm asking you, Mr. Y, how far are you willing to go to protect people you care about?
Oof.
Sounds like
Stare
a
at
threat.
them. She's just asking, not a threat, but she is asking.
Sounds like a threat.
Semi, but
Yeah, it
not
does.
exactly.
Not
She's
quite.
challenging him.
Yeah.
Gabe, what do you want to do?
Gabe just kind of. The man is very, very drained and very, very like, I want to be horizontal, but I'm not going to be horizontal because bad things happen when I'm horizontal. And Yvonne is like, Miss LeBlanc, I would not be insinuating my lack of concern and care about this situation. But I have other responsibilities that I need to get done for the safety of those who are going to be partaking in the dance and things like that. So I'm going to pretend you didn't ask that part, and I'm going to leave, and I will see you, Mr. Barker, and you, Mr. LeBlanc, at the dancing hall. You are welcome to come early. It is up to you, and I will see you then. And he is going to turn. Katie is going to quickly come to his arm and take it, and they're going to leave down the stairs and out the building.
No.
Does it go by the car?
Oh God, I hope not. Oh God, I hope not.
We could actually leave that for next week if you'd like.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Or we could do it now. We have
Do you
been-
want to do it now? I feel like we could probably power through it really fast, depending. But it is almost 10:30 p.m. for me, so.
Yes.
Yeah, it's getting late for you guys. I think maybe this is.
I think we might need to save it.
Yeah.
We will go ahead and save it then. Yes, we will call the session here,
Saved.
and then next session we will have the car talk.
Car
Uh-oh.
talk.
Dun, dun,
Oh,
dun.
Thank you, everybody on YouTube, for listening.
Yay.